The serial killer on San Quentin's death row, known as the Night Stalker, died today at Marin General Hospital. Richard Ramirez is best known for his grisly crimes in Southern California, but he was also suspected of a series of murders here in the Bay Area. ABC 7 News reporter Laura Anthony is live in the newsroom with the story of two men who were investigating his reign of terror here. Laura.
Well, actually, Kellen, we talked with two veteran San Francisco police officers and one longtime defense attorney. All three met face-to-face with Richard Ramirez at various times, and all three agree it's an image and an experience they'll never forget.
We're probably better off without him. I know we are better off without him. He was a very evil man.
As a San Francisco homicide investigator trying to solve a string of cold case murders, retired Inspector Joe Toomey looked into the eyes of Richard Ramirez when he went to interview him at San Quentin.
He actually, you could see evil, what I felt was evil, the devil coming, reeking from his forehead.
He had a girlfriend in the East Bay.
San Francisco Police Chief Greg Suhr was an officer in the mid-1980s. After his convictions in Los Angeles, the man known as the Night Stalker was brought to the San Francisco Hall of Justice for questioning.
He was sort of in the window, just standing there like it was a picture window. And one of my brother officers almost jumped into my arms and said, "Geez, can you imagine finding that guy in your closet?"
Though San Francisco police found a DNA match to link Ramirez to the 1984 murder of 9-year-old Mai Ling and the murder of Peter Pan in 1985, Ramirez was never prosecuted here. Instead, he was sent to San Quentin's death row, where he reached out to San Francisco attorney Robert Bryan.
We're talking about a profoundly disturbed person who...
Bryan met with Ramirez over a several-year period in the early 1990s, but never took his case. Bryan remembers well the odd attraction some women had to the man who proclaimed his allegiance to the devil.
I remember one, a blonde from New Jersey. I remember someone from the Midwest. Were all descending on my office. And, you know, he wasn't Paul McCartney. I mean, he wasn't one of the Beatles, but he had that persona, at least in their eyes.
Now, Ramirez did get married while on death row in 1996 to a freelance journalist who had seen him on television and began visiting him in prison. She stood by Ramirez even after her own family disowned her. In the newsroom, Laura Anthony, ABC 7 News.